It says data transfer. In the year 2000, Digicorp, a data management firm, began transferring files from antiquated databases, storing them on more modern systems. Measured in years, so it says in the year 2000, this was their start position. Measured in years after 2010. 2010 is t equals 0. The function r of t equals 30 square roots of 6 minus t represents the number of databases remaining to be transferred. Not how many have been, but how many still need to be. So here we go. What is the domain of that function? Well, it's a radical. So what I know is the radicand must be greater than or equal to 0, or 6 minus t must be greater than or equal to 0, or minus t is greater than or equal to minus 6, or 6 must be less than or equal to, or t must be less than or equal to 6. So, and we could say minus infinity to 6, but it's not minus infinity to 6. If I think about how this thing's going to work, t equals 0 is 2010. What year did they start? 2000. That means negative 10 is the year 2000. That was their starting position. So anything to the left of 2010 is a negative. Anything to the right of 2010 is positive. So that says, essentially, it's going to go, it can't get any bigger than what, 2016? T equals 6. So that says we're looking at 6 between negative 10 and 6. That's your domain. That's 2010 to 2016, because the formula is not good after 2016. So that comes from here. And that comes from here. How many databases were there when they began? That says the beginning of occurred when? Okay, we're talking about 2000, or in this case, t equals negative 10. So I'm looking at r of negative 10, which is 30 times the square root of 6 minus a minus 10, which is 30 times the square root of 16, which is 30 times 4, or 120 databases. How many databases still needed to be transferred? Need to be transferred. This is remaining. And that's what that formula gives me, right? It's the number that's remaining. In 2007. 2007 is t equal what? Negative 3. So now I want r of negative 3, which is 30 times the square root of 6 minus a minus 3. Aren't these nice problems? Look at this. 30 times the square root of 9, which is 30 times 3, or 90 databases. Approximately how many databases had been transferred by 2011? not how many remain to be transferred 2011. This happens to be a T of 1, but how many already had been? What would I do?
Your beginning number?
Beginning number, which is R of negative 10, and subtract
1.
the remaining, right? Beginning, subtract remaining gives me how many I've already done. Well, we know this thing is 120. And then R of 1 is 30 square roots of 6 minus 1, which is 120 minus 30 square roots of 5, and which is 120 minus approximately 67. Or we're looking at 53 databases. Transferred. These guys, whoops, sorry about that. These guys are really slow. We've been working on this now for what, 11 years? And we've got 53 databases transferred after 11 years. That's called job security. And it says, the data transfer is scheduled to be completed in 2015. Will they accomplish their goal? How will I know that? 2015 is a T of 5. If they have completed it, how many should be remaining to transfer? 0. So this would mean that R of 5 should equal 0. If it's not, what do I know? These guys probably need to be fired. So R of 5, although we've kept them there for how many years already, trying to get the job done, is 30 square roots of 6 minus 5, which is 30 databases. Remaining. So what would the answer be? Nope. They won't be done. Oh well.